And actually, welcome back. There was one other thing I failed to mention in the last video here. Really, the only other thing I wanted to point out was that, hey, this Bitcoin on the daily chart, and this is part of what you guys didn't get to hear yesterday. So I had this nice trend line drawing the upward trend on the daily for essentially this price action here, right? So I mean, you can see how this essentially matches up to this trend line as far as keeping the pricing action upwards. Here's the thing: we lost that trend line just yesterday or day before, I guess, realistically. So the question now becomes, hey, was my trend line just off? Could I actually go ahead and make an adjustment here where slightly move that? Go ahead and adjust this downside here. And now all of a sudden, maybe we've got a chance that this thing stays in here, gets one more upside before actually falling off the trend and breaking down. Don't know. I can't really say for sure. Typically the stochastic RSI is kind of a crystal ball, so it'll get you kind of ahead of things. We fell off here. So I mean, at the end of the day, do I think we recover and stay on it? It's questionable. But that would be the reason I was kind of urging some caution yesterday, was just that we kind of fell off this trend line on the daily, depending on how it is drawn. And then in addition, I know there's a ton of lines here in this, but you can see that we really this white line represents the daily trend line that I drew from way back over here, right? Like this essentially represents pricing action from way over here, and we're still yet to really truly break out of it. There's not a you can't see this fuchsia line. You can barely see it here on the line, let alone outside of it. So potentially a good chance we get a rejection there, falling into this bottom part, maybe even below it before recovery up and out. So I do still think that at the end of the day, there's the potential for one more downside. And let's say that we use this current triangle here. So just from this distance to this distance, it's going to put us right back down on this rounded bottom line. Um, so potentially I've got, a couple of wicks that touch down on it, would potentially wick down out of here and back down onto that line. And that's, you're going to, if you look at enough charts, you'll notice that that's super common. CCI, I could even show you on CCIV where, we came up into like here, and now we're working our way back down towards the exterior of the rounded bottom. So super common there. Wouldn't be surprised at all if we get one more touchdown into this zone here. So that's the only other thing I wanted to point out to you guys.